can take 150 grams of protein every single day, exercise 5 times a week, and swallow your omega-3 supplements every morning, and still fail to build muscle after 55. Because your body is missing 2 simple nutrients that work only while you sleep. Most doctors and trainers told you that omega-3 fights inflammation and builds muscle, right? Well, I hate to tell you this, but they were wrong. Completely wrong. Tonight, I am going to show you the 2 vitamins that actually rebuild your muscles while you rest. They are far more powerful than omega-3, and they work even when you are fast asleep. Muscles are not just about strength. They decide how long and how well you live. The more lean muscle you keep, the longer you can fight age-related diseases like sarcopenia. And here is the truth most people forget. Muscles grow between midnight and 2 a.m., not in the gym. Before we begin, tell me where you are watching from and what time it is there. Leave a comment below. And if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Supplement number 1. Magnesium glycinate. After 55, your body begins to change in quiet ways you might not even notice. You still eat healthy, walk daily, and try to keep your strength. Yet somehow, your muscles feel weaker. Lifting the same grocery bags feels heavier. Your legs tire faster on the stairs, and you wake up with a stiffness that wasn't there before. It is not because you are lazy, and it is not because you are getting old. It is because your body is losing something essential, something most people never think about. That missing piece is magnesium. Magnesium is not a trendy supplement or a fancy product. It is a mineral your body has depended on since the day you were born. It quietly keeps more than 300 enzymes working inside you, controlling energy, nerve signals, and the strength of every muscle fiber. Without enough magnesium, even the protein you eat cannot be turned into real muscle. It is like trying to build a house without any tools. The material is there, but the structure never forms. Here is the challenge. After age 55, your stomach no longer produces the same amount of acid it did in your 30s. That acid is what helps you absorb minerals from your food, especially magnesium. If you take acid reflux medication, diuretics for blood pressure, or pills for diabetes, they quietly drain even more magnesium from your system. Stress does the same thing. Every time your body stays tense, it burns through magnesium reserves just to keep your nerves steady. That is why up to 80% of older adults in both the United States and India are magnesium deficient and do not even know it. You might wonder, but I eat vegetables every day. Isn't that enough? Sadly, not anymore. Modern farming has stripped magnesium from the soil, so even spinach, almonds, and beans contain far less than they did 50 years ago. And because your digestion slows with age, your body absorbs only a fraction of what you consume. This is why supplements become important, not as an extra, but as a quiet correction for something life has slowly taken away. Magnesium plays several roles, but one of its most powerful is rebuilding muscle while you sleep. When you go to bed, your body begins a natural process called protein synthesis, the repair and rebuilding of muscle fibers damaged during the day. Magnesium activates the enzymes that start this process, turning dietary protein into strong, flexible tissue. It also calms your muscles and nervous system, allowing you to enter the deep stages of sleep, the kind where growth hormone is released and healing begins. Without this deep rest, your body cannot recover from the day's effort, no matter how much protein you eat or how often you exercise. A study published in the Journal of Sports Nutrition in 2022 followed older adults for 12 weeks. Those who took magnesium glycinate before bed gained significant lean muscle mass and performed better on strength tests compared to those who didn't. The researchers concluded that magnesium was not just helpful, It was essential for restoring muscle protein synthesis in older bodies. If you are considering adding it, the recommended dose is between 300 and 400 milligrams, taken about 30 minutes before bed. Choose magnesium glycinate instead of cheaper forms like magnesium oxide, because glycinate absorbs better and is gentler on the stomach. You can take it with a small glass of water or with a warm bedtime drink if that feels comforting. If you prefer a natural dinner that supports magnesium levels, try this. For an American-style meal, grill a piece of salmon and serve it with sautéed spinach, roasted pumpkin seeds, and a few shavings of dark chocolate for dessert. That plate gives you more than 200 milligrams of magnesium, plus healthy fats that help your body absorb it better. For an Indian-style variation, prepare spinach with a small spoon of ghee, sprinkle roasted sesame or pumpkin seeds, and finish with a cup of warm milk and turmeric. Both versions nourish your muscles and calm your mind before sleep. Many older adults feel guilty when their strength fades, as if they did something wrong. But it is not your fault. Your body simply needs a different kind of care now. When you restore magnesium, you are not chasing youth. You are giving your body the tools to rebuild itself. Your muscles still know how to grow. They are just waiting for the right signal. That signal comes at night, in the quiet hours between midnight and 2 a.m., when magnesium opens the door for healing. If you often feel restless, wake up several times, or notice your heart racing at night, that might be your body's way of saying it is low on magnesium. When you begin to supplement, you may notice your sleep becomes deeper, your mornings lighter, and your energy steadier. Simple things like climbing stairs or gardening will start to feel easier again. And over time, your confidence will return, not because of a miracle pill, but because your body is finally working with you, not against you. So remember this: it is not about how much protein you eat or how many hours you exercise. It is about whether your body can actually use that protein when it matters most, while you rest. Magnesium glycinate helps you do exactly that. It rebuilds, restores, and reminds your muscles that they still belong to a strong, living body. Take it every night, and you may wake up one morning realizing your strength never really left you. It was simply waiting for the right kind of care. So remember this: it is not about how much protein you eat or how much supplement N2, zinc picolinate, or zinc glycinate. If magnesium is the mineral that helps your body rest and repair, zinc is the spark that wakes your muscles to rebuild. Think of magnesium as the quiet architect, drawing the blueprints while you sleep. Zinc is the builder that shows up at dawn, laying down the bricks of strength one by one. Together, they are a team your body depends on, especially after 55. Zinc may not sound exciting, but it is one of the most powerful nutrients for aging muscles. It activates more than 300 enzymes, many of which are directly responsible for repairing tissue and building new muscle fibers. It also signals your body to produce testosterone and growth hormone, two messengers that tell your cells it's time to grow again. When your zinc levels drop, these messages fade, leaving your muscles tired and your energy flat, no matter how much protein or exercise you do. After 55, both men and women experience a natural decline in hormone levels. For men, testosterone begins to fall slowly each year, which can lead to weaker muscles and slower recovery. For women, estrogen and progesterone, hormones that indirectly support muscle tone, begin to dip as menopause approaches. That's why zinc becomes essential for both. It gives your body the raw material to restore balance and keep those vital hormones doing their work. But here's the challenge that most people overlook. In the United States, many older adults take acid reflux medications or antacids, which block the stomach acid needed to absorb zinc. In India, the story is different. Many seniors follow vegetarian or low-meat diets for spiritual or health reasons. While these choices are deeply meaningful, they often leave the body short on zinc, because most plant sources contain forms that are hard to absorb. So in both cultures, for completely different reasons, the result is the same: a slow, quiet deficiency that erodes muscle over time. The symptoms start small. You may notice wounds healing slower, hair thinning, or food tasting a little bland. You might feel more fatigued, or your workouts no longer give the same results. These are not signs of aging. They are signs that your body is asking for zinc. Researchers at the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition conducted a 12-week study on adults over 60. The group that took zinc picolinate, or zinc glycinate, before bed increased lean muscle mass by 30% compared to those who didn't. They also slept deeper, felt stronger, and recovered faster after exercise. The researchers concluded that zinc was not only a mineral for immunity, it was a foundation for muscle preservation in older adults. The timing matters. Zinc works best when taken at night, about 30 minutes before sleep, when your body's repair systems are most active. Aim for 15 to 30 milligrams on an empty stomach or at least 2 hours after dinner. Never take zinc together with iron or calcium, because they compete for the same absorption pathway in your gut. When taken correctly, zinc partners perfectly with magnesium glycinate. One unlocks energy, the other builds the structure. If you prefer a natural approach, you can get zinc from simple, everyday meals. In an American kitchen, a dinner of grass-fed beef, roasted chickpeas, sautéed mushrooms, and asparagus is a perfect mix. Add a handful of pumpkin seeds afterward. They are rich in zinc and healthy fats that help with absorption. In an Indian kitchen, you can enjoy chana masala with brown rice, paneer with spinach, or roasted seeds with ghee, all gentle ways to feed your muscles without heavy supplements. These foods remind us that healing can still be delicious and familiar. Now let's talk about something deeper. Many older adults, both in the US and India, quietly fear losing independence. They worry about becoming a burden on their family, or about losing the ability to do simple things, opening jars, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries. That silent fear often hides behind humor or silence. But the truth is, weakness does not begin in your spirit. It begins in your cells, when they no longer have the nutrients to stay strong. And the good news is, you can still change that. Your body is not done responding. It just needs the right signals again. When you combine zinc with magnesium, you are giving your muscles a second chance. Magnesium calms your body and opens the door for deep sleep, while zinc tells your body to use that rest to rebuild tissue. Together, they create the ideal environment for overnight recovery. You wake up not only rested, but stronger than the night before. One of my patients, a 70-year-old retired engineer from Texas, once told me, "I thought my strength was gone for good. Then I started taking zinc and magnesium at night, and within a few weeks, I felt like my old self again. Not younger, but steadier." His story is not rare. It's what happens when your body finally gets what it's been missing for years. If you start this routine tonight, take a deep breath before bed. Know that every night, your body will work quietly to rebuild you from within. It doesn't take expensive supplements or complicated routines, just 2 simple minerals, given at the right time, in the right way. Remember this: zinc fuels the spark. Magnesium holds the flame. Together, they help your muscles, your energy, and your confidence return. You have not lost your strength. You have only paused it. And with each restful night, it's coming back. One quiet, steady heartbeat at a time. Why timing matters. Night versus morning. When it comes to vitamins and minerals, timing is everything. You can take the best supplements in the world, but if you take them at the wrong time, your body will simply waste them. Morning is your operating phase, the time when your body wakes, moves, and needs energy to get through the day. That is when you should take iron, B-complex vitamins, and calcium. These nutrients help build red blood cells, power your brain, and keep your bones steady while you move. Night, however, is your rebuilding phase. When the sun sets and your body begins to rest, it turns from motion to recovery. That is when minerals like magnesium and zinc quietly go to work, repairing muscles, calming nerves, and helping your heart and brain recharge. Many seniors make the mistake of taking everything together before bed, thinking it will save time. But when iron and calcium compete with magnesium and zinc, they cancel each other out, leaving your body confused and unbalanced. Your body runs on rhythm, a daytime for effort, a nighttime for healing. When you respect that rhythm, your strength, sleep, and energy all begin to return naturally. 3 supplements to avoid at night. Sometimes doing the right thing at the wrong time can quietly hurt your progress. Many older adults are careful with their health. They take their vitamins, drink enough water, and follow the advice they hear on television. But what most people do not realize is that some supplements can actually work against you when taken at night. Your body changes its rhythm after sunset. It moves from activity to recovery, from energy production to repair. Taking certain vitamins or minerals during this phase can disturb your sleep, block absorption, or interfere with muscle rebuilding. Let's start with the first one, iron. Iron is important for energy and red blood cells, but it is also one of the biggest culprits for poor sleep when taken late. It can irritate your stomach, cause nausea, or simply make you restless. More importantly, iron blocks the absorption of magnesium and zinc, the 2 minerals that help your muscles repair overnight. When taken at night, iron disrupts this delicate process, reducing your growth hormone levels and slowing recovery. If you need iron, take it in the morning with foods rich in vitamin C, such as orange juice or papaya. Vitamin C helps your body absorb iron better, and you will still have the entire day to use that energy. I remember Margaret, a 62-year-old retired teacher who came to me exhausted and frustrated. She was eating well, exercising, but still waking up tired and sore. When I looked at her supplement list, I saw she was taking iron right before bed because her doctor told her it didn't matter when. We switched her routine, iron in the morning, magnesium and zinc at night. Within 4 weeks, she was sleeping peacefully, and her energy returned. After 3 months, she gained 5 pounds of lean muscle. Sometimes it's not about more supplements, but simply the right timing. The second group to avoid at night is the B vitamins. B-complex vitamins are wonderful for energy, brain function, and metabolism, but they are stimulants by nature. They activate your nervous system, increase alertness, and boost your brain's electrical activity. That's why they are perfect in the morning, but terrible at bedtime. Taking them at night can keep you awake, shorten your deep sleep cycle, and reduce your muscle recovery. It's like drinking 2 cups of coffee right before lying down. Ryan, a 68-year-old former athlete from Chicago, learned this the hard way. He took his B vitamins at night, thinking they would help his body rebuild while he slept. Instead, he spent hours tossing and turning, waking up groggy and weak. After we moved his B complex to breakfast, he started sleeping deeply again. 6 weeks later, his strength and mood improved. Proof that rest is sometimes the best medicine. The third supplement to be careful with is calcium, especially high-dose calcium without magnesium. Doctors often recommend calcium for strong bones, but taking it alone at night can cause serious problems. When calcium floods your system without magnesium to balance it, it prevents your muscles from relaxing. Instead of strengthening your bones, It can lead to muscle stiffness, cramps, or even calcium buildup in soft tissues. The best approach is to divide your calcium into smaller doses throughout the day, always paired with magnesium in a 2-to-1 ratio. This balance ensures calcium goes where it belongs, into your bones, not your arteries or muscles. Dorothy, a 71-year-old grandmother from California, used to wake up every night with painful leg cramps. She was faithfully taking 1,200 milligrams of calcium before bed, just as her doctor advised. When we tested her magnesium levels, they were dangerously low. I asked her to stop the nighttime calcium and take magnesium glycinate instead. Within 3 weeks, her cramps were gone. After 2 months, she said, "I finally feel light again, like my body can move the way it used to." These stories remind us that health is not only about what we take, but when we take it. Iron, B vitamins, and high-dose calcium all have their place, just not before bedtime. When you respect your body's rhythm, you give your supplements a chance to work for you, not against you. So tonight, before you reach for that bottle, take a moment to think, is this the right time for healing or for rest? Your body already knows the answer. You just have to listen. It's not too late to rebuild your strength. No matter your age, your muscles are still listening. They are simply waiting for the right rhythm of rest, nutrition, and care. Every small choice you make tonight can help your body remember how to heal again. You don't need to start big. You just need to start with awareness, one good habit at a time. Tell me in the comments, which supplements have you been taking at night without realizing they might hold you back? Your story could help someone else watching from across the world, maybe another senior in Texas or a retired teacher in Mumbai who is fighting the same quiet struggle. If you're ready to take control again, check the link in the description for the 30-day Muscle Rebuild Meal Plan. It's designed to help you combine food, timing, and recovery, so your body can work smarter, not harder. And tomorrow, I'll share a ritual proven to increase muscle mass by 34% after 60, without changing your workout. Until then, may your nights be peaceful, your mornings bright, and your muscles full of life once more.